Samsung Galaxy Tab S5e unboxing. That video is coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Welcome to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S5e. Now this tablet just released in the United States today, April 26th, 2019. Taking a look at the specifications on the rear, the packaging includes the Samsung Galaxy Tab S5e, 10.5 inches. This is the 64 gigabyte model. You can get one with 128 gigabytes and 6 gigabytes of RAM. That one's gonna cost you like $100 more. We have a wall-in USB charger, a Type-C earphone connector, a quick start guide, and of course, Samsung's terms and conditions, secured by Knox, and this one went for $399.99 plus tax, of course. Now you can see on the front, very thin tablet. Off to the side, Samsung Galaxy Tab S5e. At the bottom, just UPC codes, and they're really trying to showcase how thin this tablet is. We'll talk more about that once we get into the tablet itself. And up at the top, there is nothing. Okay, so this comes in 3 different colors: black, silver, and gold. And I said it was like $100 more. It's actually $80 more for the 128 gigabyte. So I correct myself there. But overall, it's gonna be a pretty nice tablet for the money. Let's go ahead and open this thing up here. You can see Samsung presents itself right there. Samsung's really crushing it with all these products this year in 2019. It's just really overwhelming sometimes, actually. But the first thing I can tell you right now is, wow, this thing feels like paper thin. It's super thin. That's the first thing you're gonna notice right away. And it's also very light. So very well packaged, as I would expect for this kind of money. And you could see Samsung right there. Sound tuned by AKG. This does have quad speakers. And we have our camera with no flash. Now, I don't know how I feel about this little line up here, but not a big deal. There's also one down here. You can see at the bottom, USB-C, speaker there, and at the top, speaker there, and on the front, an all screen here. You can see right there, you have a connector for their book cover keyboard. I'll leave a link to that one down below. But overall, what I really like about this tablet is that it kind of feels premium for being much cheaper than something like an iPad Pro 11, for example. And it feels more like that because it doesn't have a home button like the iPads that are like less than $799 that have the Touch ID. This thing right here kind of looks like the iPad Pro 11, and it's a lot cheaper, especially from the front. Not the rear though. The rear is very, Samsung design right here, but looks pretty industrial. I like it so far. So moving the tablet off to the side, we do have some things in the box, and let's go ahead and open that up. See what it is. It's probably exactly what I read on the back. USB-C cord, of course. Let's go ahead and get this one out here. SIM card tool right there. Then we have those booklets they were talking about on the rear, your quick reference manual, stuff like that. We'll get that out of the way. We don't got time for that today. Is this a dongle? I guess it is. It looks like we have a dongle on board here with your Galaxy Tab S5e. Did I overlook this? No headphone jack? Wow, Samsung product with no headphone jack. Well. What do you know? Let's go ahead and put this thing off to the side. And you can see right here, we do have our charging brick, adaptive fast charging, it says right there. So this is gonna fast charge, which is pretty awesome. The iPads do not fast charge. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing turned on here. I think it's gonna turn on from the side button. And that might be an integrated fingerprint sensor. I'll check that out when we do get it started up here. So you can see Galaxy Tab S5e. What I'm very excited about with this tablet, and the main reason I picked it up for review, is that it has an OLED screen. A 10.5-inch OLED screen. Now that's gonna make movies look amazing if you are gonna be watching movies, which I'm almost 100% sure that's what you're probably buying this tablet for, is to do some media consumption. Some people might be buying it just to be writing out stuff on the keyboard, but most people probably for media consumption, and this is gonna be stellar. You can see the deep blacks already, and I'm expecting One UI on here and a similar operating system to the Galaxy S10. So let's go ahead and get this thing started up. It says let's go. Okay, so you do have a fingerprint sensor integrated to the side of this tablet. It's actually right here. Let me go ahead and show you. Very thin, but it's right there. Just very similar to that one on the S5 or the S10e. You can see fingerprint face recognition, which I'm sure is not going to be super secure. And we're going to go ahead and skip this for now. I'll get into that stuff when we do the review. We'll skip the Samsung account. and we'll get in here, finishing up, and let's see what this thing looks like. Wow, that display is just absolutely gorgeous. I could just say that right out the gate. This is beautiful. Seeing an OLED screen at this price point. Now, keep in mind, $399 or $479, plus Samsung's running a promotion right now where you can go ahead and trade in your old tablet and get this thing for like $250. So if you want to go ahead and get a discount, you can do that right now by just trading in your old tablet. They're offering up like $250 for this. So that means it'll bring the price down to like $150 for you if you want to get this tablet, which is amazing for what this seems like it's going to be offering. And like I said, looks very similar to the Galaxy S10 software, which is what I would expect. Let's go ahead and go to wallpapers here now and see what kind of wallpapers are on board. Very nice wallpapers here. Let me hit home and lock screen and set wallpaper. And there you go. So you can see just really showing off that beautiful OLED screen here for the S5e. Okay, so this thing is running Android 9 Pie out of the box with One UI. So that means we should get a night mode on this device over here. Night mode. Yes, you do. You get a night mode for your tablet. That's awesome stuff right here. In addition, you're gonna have, you know, the same settings menu here with a lot of advanced features that usually come with Samsung. So you got Samsung Dex here, you got smart pop-up, direct share, you can reduce your animations, you got some motions and gestures here. So there's a lot going on for this Samsung tablet, and multitasking is gonna be fun, as well as you're going to be able to open in split screen view and put different applications across side by side. Now this tablet only weighs like 400 grams, so it's actually less than a pound. So super light, super thin, as you can see right there, and just a beautiful display. At 10.5 inches, it's not the biggest tablet on the market, but it's plenty of screen real estate, and it feels a little bit long, so like sideways it's more long, so it's gonna be nice for watching movies as it's got that nice wide display. It's probably definitely gonna be more useful in a landscape mode than like portrait mode. It looks a little bit tall this way. Now, if you go with the 128 gigabyte version of this tablet, you're going to be able to get this thing with 6 gigabytes of RAM. This one has 4. Honestly, for a tablet, what we usually do on tablets, consuming media, stuff like that, you probably don't need the most RAM in the world. But if you're going to be buying this as a productivity tool with the Samsung book cover that's going to come with this thing, then it might be worth it for you. Bluetooth 5.0 is on board as well, so Bluetooth connection should be super snappy on this device. Now, it does have a 10 nanometer Snapdragon 670, so it's a more of a mid-range processor, but again, I mean, for this price point with the discount, it's still going to be pretty respectable. So on the camera, we do have a 13 megapixel camera, and in good lighting, it should take some decent photos. But again, I don't think many people are going to be taking a ton of photos with their tablet, but that photo does not look bad whatsoever. So this will definitely do the trick for some regular photo taking. And that front-facing camera on here is an 8 megapixel camera, so also respectable. I mean, it's not like a 1 megapixel or anything like that. It's an 8 megapixel camera. I was covering it up right there. But yeah, definitely not going to be the best cameras. It is a tablet after all, and it could do about 1080-30. But yeah, that is basically our first look at the Galaxy Tab S5e. Super thin, super light, OLED screen across the front, $399 price tag. With promotions getting this lower, Samsung does trade-ins, and I'm sure it's going to get discounted as time goes on. I think it represents a pretty good value here. I'll have to run it through its paces and see how it performs over time. But right now, right out the box, it really does feel very snappy, very nice screen, and super light, nice modern looking tablet. So if you had an old one, you're trying to get a newer looking tablet, but you didn't want to pay them iPad Pro $1,000 prices, this might be a good option for you if you're willing to try out the Samsung platform. If you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, informing, do me a favor, click that like button for me. Did you pick up an S5e? Are you planning on it? Let us know down below in the comments section of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, enjoy your Tab S5e, and peace.